Picture this. Saturday morning, cold coffee in a travel mug, Little League pennants snapping in the breeze, and the volunteer coordinator politely stops you at the gate. They say, "I'm sorry, you're not allowed on the sidelines." Your chest tightens. You thought that chapter was closed. Can sealing your record fix a moment like that? Short answer, sometimes, but not always.
Welcome to Danny's Den. Today we're diving into how expungement and record sealing actually affect dating, custody, parenting, and game day life. And I'll leave you with 3 things you can do this week to protect routines and rebuild trust. Let's chat.
Quick promise. By the end of this episode, you'll have a clear sense of what sealing does and doesn't do, a short disclosure script you can actually say out loud, and a tiny game day ritual to signal stability to your kids and community.
Okay, the legal bit. In plain language, people toss around expunge and seal like magic words. They aren't magic.
Generally, sealing makes a record harder to find in routine public searches. Expungement often goes a step further and removes the record for most purposes. But here's the catch. Some entities still see sealed or expunged records. Think federal agencies, certain licensing boards, some courts, and specific criminal justice databases. So sealing helps, a lot in many situations, but it's not a universal shield. Split it another way, for everyday volunteer checks and the quick searches leagues run, sealing often hides the record. For deep vetting, professional licenses, federal work, or some custody investigations, the past can still come up. State law differences matter, big time.
But won't the judge still see it? Good question. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Some judges have access to sealed records, others don't. Even when a judge can see an old record, they won't automatically make it the deciding factor in custody. They weigh current parenting, stability, and evidence of rehabilitation. So again, the record is a factor, not the whole story.
Which brings us to the practical work. Document everything that shows who you are now. Treatment certificates, completion letters, steady employment, volunteer hours, housing records, and a couple of solid references. Those are the pieces judges and administrators want to see.
I call this your stability swipe file. 1 page, PDF, neat, and shareable. Name, short timeline, proof of expungement or sealing, 2 references with phone numbers, and 1 sentence about your role in your child's life. Hand it to coaches, school admins, or your attorney if needed. It makes you look prepared, not defensive.
Now, what do you say to kids? Keep it age appropriate. For little ones, I made a mistake before you were born. I learned from it, and I work every day to be a safe, steady parent. For teens, be more factual. A few years back, I had a legal problem that's been sealed. I take responsibility, and I do specific things to show I've changed. Short, calm, and confident beats oversharing every time. For new partners, try a 2-sentence script. I want to be upfront. I had a legal issue years ago that's now been sealed or expunged. I take responsibility, and here's what I did to change. Offer documents if they want them, but you don't need to relive the whole thing. Boundaries build trust. If you're facing a custody battle, work with local counsel to assemble a rehabilitation packet. Court completion documents, program certificates, references, and that short timeline. Ask your attorney whether sealed records are visible to the judge in your state. It varies. And prepare to show who you are now, not who you were then. All right, game day reality. Youth leagues and schools run a patchwork of checks. Some use national databases. Some use state systems. Some ask for self-disclosure. If you're turned away, breathe. Don't argue at the gate. Ask for the policy in writing and whether they'll accept proof of sealing, a court letter, or a lawyer's note.
Workarounds? Absolutely. If you can't be on the sideline, be the snack coordinator, the playlist person, carpool lead, or handle uniforms. Find roles that let you be present without violating clearance rules. And always keep copies of your expungement certificate and 2 references on your phone so you can share them quickly. Curious. I want to give you one tiny ritual that matters more than you think. A 5-song game day playlist and a 1-line pep routine. Play those same 5 songs before every match. Use the same mug and say the same 1-line pep talk with your kid in the car. Play hard, help a teammate, and I'll be right here cheering you on. That's it. Short, predictable, safe. Over time, those repeated rituals signal stability. They matter more than grand speeches.
What about when a league says they use a national check? Does sealing help then?
Great follow-up. National checks vary. Some national databases still show old charges. Others pull state-updated records that reflect sealing. If a league uses a national check, ask which database they query and whether they accept court paperwork. If needed, provide your stability swipe file and a short letter from a lawyer confirming the sealing. It doesn't always fix the situation instantly, but it often opens a path back in.
Before we wrap, 3 concrete things to do this week. 1. Look up your state's expungement or sealing rules and gather any paperwork into that one-page stability swipe file. 2. Write a 2-sentence disclosure for new partners and a 1-sentence version for kids. 3. Build your 5-song game day playlist and try the pep line this Saturday.
If you want legal specifics, contact a local family law or criminal defense attorney. State rules differ, and a quick consult can save headaches later. If you'd like a free 30-minute legal consultation with me to see if I can help, email Danielle@thelegalassistancecenter.net and we'll set something up.
Thanks for spending this time in Danny's Den. If this episode helped, please subscribe so these short, practical conversations keep coming. Take care out there, and remember, stability is built in small, repeatable moments. Let's chat.